Hi, I'm Nick Carbone, and we're here with Ted Wiliams. He has a new book out now called A Golden Voice. What changed that day in January 3rd, I think it was, of last year when the video hit the internet?
Hey, I'm going to make you work for your dollar. Say something with that great radio voice.
When you're listening to nothing but the best of oldies, you're listening to Magic 98.9.
I just took the dollar, was grateful for it, thanked God for it, and just went on my life. Then all of a sudden, January 3rd, as you mentioned, the 4th to be exact, somebody called me and said, hey, look, the local radio station here is looking for a homeless guy with a vocal talent. And I called the station, and when we go down to the station the following morning, I'm looking at all types of satellite trucks and all of this, and we're thinking we're getting ready to meet somebody big, unbeknownst to us both that we were the big.
And you had worked in it before. You had done radio at the age of 26. You were a personality on the radio.
At the top of my game.
And did you ever foresee this crashing down? Can you tell me a little bit about maybe how?
I had a child born, a son, my first son, outside of 4 previous daughters. So as a congratulatory situation, they brought me some marijuana laced with crack cocaine, and I enjoyed the feeling of the crack. I didn't know it was crack; it was referred to as rock. You know, so I wasn't a crack addict then. I was a rock star or whatever. But yeah.
How hard was it to reflect back on everything that you had and then lost?
Some of them were very painful, I have to admit, and then others I had to really think back, you know, about my emotions and my feelings then, because see, as in the book it speaks about my adoption, and for a long time I always resented the fact that I never got a chance to meet my real mother and my real father.
And now Kathy gets a strong voice in here as well.
Yeah.
She's your current girlfriend?
Yes. She was all I had. You know, she, along with God, was all I had. I had my mother, not necessarily turning her back on me, but she wasn't too proud of me. The only feedback that she was getting is that I was standing on that corner, you know, begging for money. I was going in and out of jails, prisons, and so forth, so there was nothing for her to reflect upon her bringing me up, you know, her parenting skills.
You wanted to make her proud.
Yeah.
And then standing on the street, that wasn't it at all.
That was one of my prayers. My prayer to God was, dear Lord, please, please let my mother live another day. Possibly that next day would be a change of some sort.
But it wasn't an easy journey, even since January. You know, you were in rehab a couple times.
Yeah.
How did that transpire? Was it just?
Well, it was a lot of, again, mismanagement and things that kind of struck my curiosity to leave treatment early, and Dr. Phil wasn't helping matters none by doing phone-ins at the treatment center. I always thought that anonymity was a big part of treatment, and here I was getting location details, you know. And now joining us down in South Padre Island, here's Ted Wiliams, you know, and I'm thinking I'm that much of a celebrity when really I was just a recovering addict. So I'm answering phones, and I just felt like it was a fiasco. I was being exploited and all. But come to find out, Dr. Phil did have some very genuine cares and concerns, and I'm trying right now, one day at a time, to more or less let those cares and concerns not be in vain.
Do people come up to you and recognize you and ask you to do the voice? How has it been received in the public?
I still have a big fan base of people well-wishing me and telling me to keep on. I provide hope. I provide a second chance for them. Homelessness. I do have a giving nature. And that's one of probably the least known fact about me, is that I was giving even when I didn't have nothing to give. I would give somebody.
And what kept you strong through all of that?
Prayer, and keeping God first.
And some would think, though, how can you be a religious man when you have a crack pipe in your hand?
Well, you know, the Bible says, acknowledge me in all your ways. In all your ways. That's the key word. In all your ways. He never said that when you're in the crack house, don't remember me, don't bring my name up, or nothing like that. He said, acknowledge me in all your ways, and I will direct your path. And he has.
An amazing story, an amazing journey, and we expect great things.
Thank you, Nick.
Yeah, thank you.
You.